Thank you for coming to Simply Jubilee. It's been a little while since I've given you a garden update, so I thought I'd take you through my beds here at the beginning of June, show you what's going on. So on this side I have beets started, I have onions started. The beets are doing kind of so-so. Some have come up, quite a few have not. I don't know if it's just because of our crazy temperature fluctuations. We've had 80s, we've had 60s. We'll see how the rest of the summer goes. I have some Scarlet Amaranth down here as well. It's my first year trying those out. I'm excited to see how they do. Next to those, I have parsley root. First year with those as well. We'll see how they do. I have Romanesco Broccoli. I tried those out last year and they did really well. So I'm excited to see how they do this year as well. Some old green onions that I had in my house and a glass of water that I decided to plant out here and see if they would come back for me. If you've never done this, green onions, you can literally put in a glass of water and keep trimming them over and over again. They'll last forever as long as you don't forget about them. I have a ton of tomato volunteers from last year because they drop seeds and will continue to come back forever. On that side I have some scarlet bee balm that's just starting to come up. Just like with tomatoes, tomatillos, same family. They will drop seeds, they will come back forever, so I have to thin all that out. I have oregano here, lemon verbena, dwarf kale, rutabaga, and then I have a couple leftover radish that I'm letting grow to seed so that I can get seeds from them. And I have the next batch of radish down here starting to come up, and a few left over there. I did have carrots on this end, something got to them, so I've replanted. There are still one or two in here, but not like what I was supposed to have. So in this bed, everything's just starting to come up. I direct sowed everything here. On this end, I have some loofah gourds. I'm going to put up a trellis for them to grow on. Coming down, I have a couple different types of cucumbers. These are bush variety. On the far side, I have a vining variety, and I've also put some sunflowers in there. So my goal is for them to climb the sunflowers. I have a few beans just starting to make an emergence. There's a couple different variety in here. And then those are all bush beans. I have a few pole beans coming up. My goal will be for them to climb this. So we'll see. And then down here, first of my zucchini are starting to pop up. I have a giant pair of catnip plants in here that I haven't gotten rid of just yet. And on the end, marigolds that are just starting to pop up. So my pepper bed is doing quite well. Something is nibbling on them. But I have all my sweet peppers over here. And then I have all of my hot peppers on this side. So they're doing quite well. Again, temperature variations, they haven't been a huge fan of, but they've been surviving. In this bed I have the new tomatillos I'm trying. These are a pineapple tomatillo. I'm very excited to see how they taste. They're supposed to be sweet and a little bit tart. We'll see. I'll let you know. I have some Black Beauty eggplant started in here as well. And then 5 tomato plants, and these are all San Marzano. I have the rest of my tomatoes in this last bed here. If I'm remembering correctly, I have 2 purple Russian, 2 purple Cherokee, a green zebra, 2 beefsteak, a pear cherry tomato, and a jelly bean cherry tomato, which is my favorite of the cherries. They're small, they have a really nice burst. And then some rosa eggplant and some rosemary. And these are the 3 beds that I'm using the leaf mulch with. So far, so good. My potatoes are coming along really nicely, which I am being completely honest, I didn't know what to expect this year because these plants were so overgrown when I put them in the ground. I'm used to having a few starts on my potatoes. When I opened the cupboard that I'd kept these in, they were probably 5 feet long. They were as long as I was. So we'll see what the yield looks like. I'm excited.